What's going on, ladies and gents, and welcome back to more Rainbow Six Siege. My name is The Dangerous, and today we'll be taking a look at the two new operators, Alibi and Maestro, a little bit more in depth with some testing that we've done here on the TTS. We've tried to cover all our quadrants and sectors, so hopefully we'll find the best results possible. But if we do happen to miss anything out, please do let us know down below in the comment section, because hey, sometimes there's just things you might not think of on the fly. So without further ado, let's begin with talking about Alibi. Alibi is probably one of the most unique defenders in the game because she completely ruins your psychological warfare, or she's based around psychological warfare. You place down her Prisma holograms, you shoot them, you get scanned like Jackal, except it's really fast, and it constantly happens over and over again as long as you shoot the Prisma or touch her or do anything else like that. Also, interesting fact, if you drive your drone through it, or you send a Twitch drone taser and it phases through the actual hologram, you will also be detected, so be wary of that. So, Alibi's holograms, or the Prismas, whatever you want to consider them, always look like her default skin holding the MX4 Storm with no attachments. They also noticeably have very low texture quality in comparison to her. If you notice on Alibi, you can see her goggles, very well detailed on the symbol on her head, and the emblem and the pin, and all the stuff on her face mask. Holograms on there, on the other hand, they look like potatoes. So, other than that, they're pretty straightforward. So what's the best way to use them, or what makes her such a powerful operator? Well, she's really fast. She's a 3-speed operator. The MX4 currently in the TTS is very bugged from what I've heard. It's supposed to have more recoil than is on the TTS. So I can't really say how powerful her gun is, but the way it is right now, it's a pretty good gun overall. So what makes her so strong is how smart you deploy the Prismas. You put them in positions where people are going to see them and they're going to shoot them. But it's where you get really advanced is where you take it home. Instead of having your Prisma stand open in a window or stand in a position that maybe would just be out in the open, put them behind cover. Make it seem like a person. There's a head glitch bot that's very common. Put a Prisma behind there. Someone's going to shoot it. They're going to get ID'd. That's how you mess with someone, because if you take away the factor of them being able to see the Prisma, the faster they see the Prisma and the more severe position it is, the more likely they're just going to shoot it. Now, granted, they're just going to shoot it straight up, but if you put it in a position, say, right behind a bomb, like a head glitch, it's over. They're going to shoot it, you're going to know where they are, and you're going to have advantage over them because your Prisma is also going to be protected by the bomb. They're going to have to waste a grenade, Zofia charge, Ass charge, or send in a Twitch drone to take out the Prisma. Speaking of taking out the Prisma, Twitch drones will straight up destroy it. An explosive or bullet to the base of the Prisma will destroy it. And a Thatcher EMP will disable it for about 10 seconds. So there's a lot of ways of going around it. One thing you do need to be careful about if you are going to shoot the base of it, do not, I repeat, do not shoot through the foot. You will destroy the Prisma. You will still be scanned though. So do be wary of that. So what does Alibi counter? Well, she counters everyone, because everyone is playing the game. You know, the best way to not get played by Alibi is to peek her with a glass, because she's not going to pop up on thermal. It's not a real person. The sophisticated scope will not detect Alibi. So that's pretty much your best way of not shooting the Alibi Prisma itself. Overall, though, she can be countered by the operators I did mention before. You do not want to leave her Prisma in an electric battery wire, because it will probably be destroyed as well. There's a lot of things you can't do, but overall she's a pretty straightforward operator. She has impact grenades that allow for rotation. Her secondary pistols are both very powerful and have very good utility. The secondary revolver shotgun can make simple transition holes for crouching height, whatever you need. You can also waste all of it to actually make a full rotation hole. The secondary, also this other pistol, the Kratos, I believe, is stupid good. It does 78 max damage. You can put a muzzle brake on it. It does so much damage. You can also put a suppressor on it, though, bring it down to about like 68 damage, which is still stupidly good. Really good pistol overall. They really have some good choice in weapons. I think that's really defines these operators, their choice in weapons. And lastly, the fully automatic ACS shotgun. Fully automatic, 31 rounds in the magazine. It deletes walls. It just deletes everything. It's disgusting. Really good, really powerful. Great at holding down CQB and close range weapons. If you really want to play up close and personal and do a lot of baiting with her Prisma mines, that is the way to go. So that's pretty much it for Alibi. There isn't too much else, but the one last thing we're going to touch on before we swap over to Maestro is the run outside and her also passive ability. Her passive ability is that when you're scanned by a lion drone or you run outside, it does not reveal the identity of your operator. It will still say you're outside, and if you throw Prisma outside, they will stay detected for 10 seconds. So do whatever strategy you want. You can think there's 9 people running outside, so 3 plus 5, that is 9 actually. So yeah, you can make it look like there's 9 people. No, not that's 8. My bad. Oh my, it is late when I'm recording this. I am not doing quick maths right now. So you can make it look like there's 8 people running outside, essentially, which is absolutely insane. It is a lot of power. It's a lot of intel. It's very good. So when you throw Prisma outside, you can also run outside, so you can try and play dumb, but the Prismas will not move. If you're crouching, if you're prone, if you're standing, the identity marker will follow you, therefore making you prone to being shot in your big stupid face. So take that with you will. The best strategies I always found with Alibi and what I've found most success with her, put them in positions where you're very likely to spawn peek from. Use that to bait people into seeing them. Put them in very prominent head glitch positions. Put them behind cover so the base isn't exposed. So put them usually right behind a bomb. If you play that a lot, people will shoot the bomb or try and shoot. They'll panic seeing a head glitch, so they'll just open fire. They hit the Prisma, and you capitalize on your opportunity at hand. She obviously pairs very well with any roamer because they have a very strong collapse power. You know where people are, you set your perimeter, you collapse. Very simple, very straightforward operator. Can be used very well in teamwork, and she's also can hold her own very well as well. Other than that, there isn't too much else to say about Alibi. That mostly covers all of her bases. Do I see her being a professionally used operator in Pro League? To a degree, yes. Do I see her being top 5? No. I definitely see her kind of being that Vigil pick, where when you see Vigil on a map, people might decide to opt out for a Alibi. It will provide more intel. Granted, she can't hide from drones, and they're very prone to being droned. We'll have to see, because pros are always on their drone. So if that comes down to it, then no. I don't see her maybe being the most powerful thing in the world. But in situations where they have to kind of collapse in, or maybe try and force that... force the Prisma in front of a line of fire, that might be a little bit more beneficial. There's a lot of ways you can use these things. As long as they get shot, they get detected, right? So if someone sprays through a wall, put a Prisma over there. They don't have to see it. As long as they hit it, they get scanned. So whatever brings intel, I think, will be useful to them in that higher tier play. But so far, Alibi is definitely going to be an operator that is going to dominate the lower rankings of Rainbow Six. So anywhere from probably like Gold 3 and down. I really see her dominating just because people will probably have very low game sense. They'll just kind of snap around a corner, start opening fire, and they'll just hit every single thing in the room. I think I was in a game earlier and someone shot my Alibi mine at least like 9 times. He had no idea. He just kept panicking. He just kept panicking, the poor guy. And his scan time just kept getting reset and reset and reset. And it's like, oh my god, I feel terrible. So yeah, so if you plan on standing in Alibi mine, it will not continuously scan you. The timer will tick down. It will not be infinite, which is fine. I mean, anyway, so yeah. Other than that, so don't touch it, don't melee it. Just try and shoot the bottom. Don't hit the foot when you're shooting at the bottom, or else you're gonna get scanned. Other than that, that's pretty much all there is for Alibi. Now, let's talk about the big man, Maestro. So, fun fact: if you play Terrorist Hunt with Maestro, there's a line that he'll say. I clearly Rainbow Six designed this guy for memes, and he says, "Who could possibly shoot Ash? Her head is so small." What a guy. What a guy. Just what a guy. Anyways, Maestro comes packed with the evil eye, bulletproof laser beam shooting camera, Duoma watts. Boys, I'm telling you, one more patch and we're at Overwatch. We're almost there. We're almost there. So, with that being said, all jokes aside, he comes packed with this, I don't know how to pronounce it, this beautiful LMG that has 81 rounds. It does 35 damage, and its recoil is so manageable, especially with a compensator and a vertical grip, where it's just a laser beam. All jokes aside, him having laser beams, his weapons are so good. That LMG being his only difference between him and Alibi, everything else I stated about her weapons transfers over to him, barring the LMG. You know, you have this beautiful, delicious LMG that if you run with a reflex sight and hold a small angle, you're going to do well because it has no recoil. If you have an ACOG and want to hold a long angle, it'll have a tiny amount of kick. It's disgusting. It's amazing. Oh, makes me moist thinking about it, to give you an idea. Its hip fire is also fantastic. It's a gun that you just want to use. I think these operators are almost more defined by their guns than they are their gadgets. You know, anyways, so the Evil Eye, the laser eye turret thing itself, is not as powerful as I expected it to be. It's also probably the most powerful thing for Dokkaebi, which I'll talk about in a moment. So, the only way you can destroy Maestro's Evil Eye is by explosive, destroying the base of where it sits, so if it's on like a non-reinforced wall, you rip out the wall or something. A bandit battery, if you place it on a bandit wall for some reason. And a sledgehammer. So, with that being said, those are the primary ways of destroying it in bulletproof mode. If you throw a Thatcher EMP or Twitch drone it, you will only disable it. You will not, I repeat, you will not destroy it in that means. When the shutter opens, it will reveal a laser that can kill one operator from full health down to 0 with a full overheat capacity. So it's only one kill, so you're really going to have to use that sparingly. But if someone's going to plant, if someone's getting that plant down, you have the chance and opportunity to capitalize and take them out. Especially if Siege takes its toll and it's going to be a very low health plant, that person's going to be put into an absolute panic. They're going to be, oh shit, what shall I do? I have to plant. He's very good at 1v1s and 1v2 situations. So, the bulletproof camera can see through smoke, it can spot people and has a 360-degree view, and the laser, those two functions can only be used by Maestro. Once he's dead and someone spectates it, I'm pretty sure, or at least the dead spectate, they can't rotate the camera. I'm not sure if they're alive, I actually didn't test that. So you probably can if you're alive, just rotate the camera if anything. So when the shutter opens, and it's about a second to open, the moment it is exposed, the very frame, if a bullet enters it in the center, it will be destroyed. It does not have to be fully deployed. It does not have to be fully charged. It does not have to shoot off a laser. As soon as the shutter opens, a Twitch drone or a bullet will destroy it. Straight up. So, what else can this thing be used for? Well, we came up with this very special strat, if you will, where if you open up a wall, run outside, deploy a black eye, run inside, or evil eye, not black eye, run back inside, reinforce the wall, you can try and destroy the Excaro pellets and or thermite charge that someone has placed. Now there's this weird timing where if you have your evil eye down and the thermite charge is less than 2 seconds deployed, it will not destroy instantaneously. Why? No idea. You'll see that somewhere throughout the footage that we've been showing here and there, but yeah, just ta-da, magical Siege things. So, other than that, the Evil Eye is a very good observation tool, but is also the biggest problem. Remember how I said you can't destroy it via regular melee hit or gunfire? Well, you just got hacked by Dokkaebi. Yeah, you see where this is going. The other bulletproof cameras you can destroy via melee. The Evil Eye, that's another story. So, earlier today, we were playing, and luckily enough I still had impact nade and I was able to destroy the Evil Eye that was looking at me. If I hadn't, I'd have been screwed. You're going to have to try and preserve a impact nade just in case there's a Dokkaebi. It's a very crucial thing because she can mess you up, and she will mess you up. That's a thermal camera that is bulletproof that can constantly be spotting you. You're going to have to abandon position or just be like, well, all hope goes here, you know what I mean? So yeah, so that's a thing. Be careful about that, because that is like the biggest, and all jokes aside, alibi, you know, to your team, is you essentially give them a giant free camera if someone gets their cameras hacked. So everyone has to play very conservatively if Maestro has his Evil Eye down. You don't want to get hacked by Dokkaebi. That's a no-no. So yeah, other than that, he comes equipped with barbed wire and a deployable shield. But that's pretty much it. You just run barbed wire, you do your thing. He's really good for harassing. Do I see him being a pro pick operator? Not as much as Echo, because Echo will now have 2 drones. I still think Echo will be the primary pick for anti-planter role. Will we see Maestro be picked? Yes. Occasionally, and if Echo gets banned. I think those are the top positions that we'll see him get picked. His common loadout will probably be the secondary shotgun and the LMG, because you had the utility of a shotgun, obviously, and then that LMG is, like I said, just so stupidly good. I love it. Delicious. So yeah, that's pretty much about it for the 2 operators. For the most part, it just works like just a normal gadget, can be scanned, IQ can see it, blah blah blah. There isn't really much to it. There's not that much strategy that goes into Maestro. He's meant to stop the diffuser. He can stop Excaro pellets, breaching charges, thermite charges, you name it, he can stop it. So overall, he's a very strong operator. He's very fun. That's something I noticed about these 2 operators. They're fun to play. So if you guys can, get on the TTS, play some T-Hunts, play some casual matches, have some fun with these guys, because these guys are next-gen fun to play with. So, if you guys did learn anything, make sure you guys do subscribe down below. Check out the links that will pop up in the end screen. Leave a little like if you guys did enjoy. Leave a comment if you learned something new, and or if you have anything else to share, if I missed anything. But other than that, I've been Dangerous Miss, and I'll see you, Sexy Base, in the next episode. Peace.